Isn't it amazing when you see a woman take charge of her life at any age? How amazing it is to watch. And a lot of times it begins with her health. It begins with transforming her body, stepping up to the plate for herself. And I will tell you, when I see that, it inspires me. I've seen it again and again right here at Bod Babes. And many of you have too. Just this week, I talked to a client who's been here right around a month. And she said, I went to the doctor today. My doctor did my blood test, and Allie, my doctor said I'm probably going to have to come off my high blood pressure medicine. She's been here just at a month. She goes, if not, they're going to go ahead and cut it back. They think they're at least going to have to cut it back, if not, take me completely off. I was like, that makes me so proud to be a coach. And the thing that I'm going to teach you tonight, it doesn't sound important to most of us, but I'm going to tell you it is that important. And women want to lose weight. When we come on here, we're like, Allie, I just came here to lose 15 pounds. Why are you talking to me about my health? Why are you harping on me? Well, not having your health in order is one of the things that keeps you from not being able to lose the weight. Did you know that? It is. I'm being honest with you. There are simple ways that we're supposed to eat. We don't even know what our food, for the most part, is supposed to look like. Well, I remember taking my kids through McDonald's and just thinking it was I didn't even think about it. How many of you have been there? Didn't even think about it, didn't even think it could be anything wrong with it. Back in the day, back in 1990 something, I did not even think there was any reason to think about, well, I knew it was fast food. It wasn't salad, but I hated salad. And if I was thinking I was eating healthy, I was eating salad, right? And now I look at salad and I'm going, wow, it's not as healthy as I thought. I thought green lettuce was great for you. And turns out, So you getting to your goal really has a lot to do with not only your macronutrients, but your micronutrients. Your macronutrients are your protein, carbs, and fats. But we need to be concerned about other things. And one thing that I'm going to talk to you tonight about, 95% of Americans are not getting enough of. 95% of us. This is very important. And it's not talked about enough. When women come on, they say, Allie, I want to lose weight. I want to tone up. That just means build muscle. I want to build muscle. They don't understand necessarily that it even means build muscle. I just want to get toned and I want to lose body fat. And I'm going to tell you, this is part of that. This is a huge part of that we don't talk about. You'll hear me preach on it, harbor, I will just go on and on about your protein. You've got to get your protein in to build muscle and your calories. But this thing right here is slowing your fat loss down if you're not getting it in. This thing I'm going to talk about here in just a minute. If you're not doing it, it's the reason why you're not having fat loss like you should. But here's another thing. It's also putting your health at risk. In America, right now, we've got more obesity, we've got more hormone issues, we've got more gut dysfunction, more autoimmune diseases, more colon cancer, more cholesterol and blood sugar problems, and we're wondering, why? Why is this? Why am I diagnosed with all these things, Allie? Why do I have some of this stuff? What's going on? And yes, some of you probably already guessed it. I'm here to talk about fiber. Fiber. Fiber, ladies. Can you believe that has something to do with everything I just talked about? Fiber. Low fiber diets are a major root cause of all these things. And most of us are still not taking it seriously enough. We just don't believe that it's an issue. We just don't believe there's a problem there that we should address. And we are not taking it seriously enough. And I'm telling you right now, it's important. You know, we are very concerned about the number on the scale. I say it all the time. I'd like to drive to your house, sneak in your house when you're asleep or you're not home, take your scale that you stand on every morning, steal it, take it out in your front yard, beat it with a sledgehammer, and set the damn thing on fire. Sounds a little crazy, don't it? Because that's how crazy I'm getting about some of y'all's scales. Okay, it is a problem, and it keeps you from getting to your goals because sometimes weight loss, whenever you're trying to hold on to muscle, it looks different. It doesn't go fast enough for you. But listen to me. This is not just about the number on the scale, but this right here has to do with that number. So if you want that number to go down, then you need to take fiber serious. When it's low, you are more likely to do this. Listen to this, to struggle with weight gain. Oh, to struggle with belly fat, to have those sugar cravings. Oh my gosh, so many of you tell me, Allie, I'm a sugar addict. I have sugar cravings. I got to have my sugar. A lot of you have estrogen dominance. Estrogen related cancers come from too high of estrogen. Did you know that that also can be related to low fiber? Now, we got to take this serious. We have high cholesterol. Many people have type 2 diabetes, or I'm pre-diabetic. I hear that a lot. And that scares many women, and they come on to work with me because of it. But this right here is part of turning that around. We have gut issues. We have bloating. Oh my gosh, so many of you, Allie, I'm just so bloated. This is another reason why we have brain fog. Did you know that fiber has a lot to do with brain fog? How weird is that? But there's called a mind-gut connection. When you're not healthy in your belly, and those good little gut bacteria, when they're not thriving, it messes even with our mind. And it's shown to even cause depression and things like that, anxiety. So we're going to talk about this. If you don't have enough fiber, you can have autoimmune flare-ups, mood swings, because it messes with your thoughts and your brain, poor immune function, and a long-term risk for colon cancer and heart disease. Fiber is not optional, ladies. It's foundational. It is part of the foundation for not only your weight loss and your best physique, but for your health. And if you're not tracking it, I guarantee you right now, you're not hitting it. And it's not about the total number of fiber per day, although that matters. It's about spreading it out through the day. If you feel like you're working harder than you need to, and you're getting less than you deserve, and some of you feel that way, man, I'm working so hard, Allie, and I'm not getting anywhere, then fiber is a big issue for you. It really is. You've got to hear me on this. And here are 8 things I want to share with you, ladies, that you really need to understand. Fiber is a secret weapon for your fat loss and for your physique goals. It's going to keep you full without adding the extra calories because it's going to slow down your digestion and make stable energy and less snacking. So listen to this. So many of you have the shots, the weight loss shots. And do you know what that shot does? It slows your digestion to an almost halt. And some women have had their digestive tract paralyzed from that. It slows, and their body, their digestive tract never starts working again. That's scary, right? But that's why it works. It slows your digestion. But did you know that fiber does that, but on a healthy basis? Fiber slows your digestion so you don't get so hungry, so your energy levels are more stable, so you're not spiking your insulin levels and they're dropping out and you're starving. All of a sudden you got the munchies. Like, that's what fiber does. It helps you. It cuts those cravings, and especially your sugar cravings. Did you know this, that some fiber, listen to this, even pull calories out of your body? For real. It helps you stick to your calorie and your macro goals with much less effort. And you see women in this program right here getting lean and defined. You want to know what they're doing besides hitting their protein and their calorie numbers and working out in the gym. They're hitting their fiber just like they do their protein. You've got to hit that fiber. It balances your hormones. Did you know that? We're all talking about, I'm going through menopause. We're all over 40 right here. And our hormones are wacky. But fiber can help balance your hormones. Your body is constantly processing estrogen, insulin, and cortisol. And I'm going to tell you this, without that fiber, our cortisol that makes us store belly fat is going to remain high. We're under a lot of stress anymore. Did you know that fiber can help that? Isn't that crazy? And listen, fiber helps you get rid of excess estrogen and insulin. How cool. So if we don't get rid of that, the excess cortisol, they build up in our body. And that just means what? It means weight gain, especially in the belly area. It means fatigue, mood swings, sleep issues, a slow metabolism. Fiber combine to excess estrogen and flush it out of your body. So if your doctor says you have excess estrogen, you need to make sure that you're getting plenty of fiber in your diet. Fiber is going to slow your glucose absorption, and it's going to stabilize your insulin. Listen to this. It keeps your system calm, steady, and fat burning. And this is huge for women over the age of 40. And if you're on HRT, it becomes very important for you. Very important to get your fiber in. If you have PCOS, listen to me, or thyroid issues, it becomes very important. If you have menopause symptoms, hormone issues, it's very important. Fiber is going to stabilize your blood sugar, and that's going to control your cravings and your fat storage. Every single time that you eat, your blood sugar rises. And without fiber, what happens is that sugar rushes in, it spikes your insulin, and it really slams on the brakes for your fat burning. All right. So we want to make sure that we get that fiber in at every meal. It's not just about the total fiber. I want you to get in 25 to 30 grams of fiber every single day. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more in just a minute. Fiber is going to really help you begin to really burn that fat around your middle. It's going to make you store less fat. And here's the cool thing. It's also going to break that sugar craving that you have. Okay? So get that fiber in. Bella, come here. Sorry, guys. Bella, come here. Thank you. This is who you're hearing. She's a killer. She's a killer, aren't you, girl? Are you a killer? And there's Bo down here. You probably can't see him. Good little babies. All right, go on and go play. All right. Fiber, it should be spread out throughout the day. And it's not just about eating more veggies, because you're going to find out when you eat a salad, you're hardly getting any fiber. I thought, well, I'll just eat more salads. I'll get plenty of fiber. Boy, I hate salads. How many of you love salads? There's not a lot of hands. Some of you are going, well, kind of, I don't know. In the 80s, if we wanted to lose weight, what did we do? Eat salads. Every one of us, we're like, more salad. This means I'm going on a diet. If we'd eat a salad back in the 80s, someone would just look at you and go, are you on a diet? That's our diet. 80s diet food is a salad. But we want to spread that fiber out because we want to protect our blood sugar levels from rising all the time. And we talked about carbs and how so many women are afraid to eat carbs. Well, when you're trying to build muscle, you want to have those good carbs. It's going to help you build muscle, give you energy in the gym, but you want to make sure that those carbs are not just like white sugar. You want to make sure they're filled with fiber, because if not, then you're going to be spiking your blood sugar all the time and storing more belly fat. And that's what we're working not to do, right? So we want to make sure that we get that fiber in at every single meal. But here's the thing, listen, if you look back at your food tracking and if you don't know where to find your fiber to see how much you're getting, ask me and I'm going to show you where that's at. Because if you're getting 5 grams or so or 10 grams of fiber and you try to go get 25 or 30 grams of fiber, it's going to cause you so much problems. You're going to hate me and you're going to be calling me, Allie, what's wrong with my bowels? And your husband isn't going to like you. Your boyfriend's probably going to break up with you for a minute because you're going to be bloated, gassy, and miserable. All right. So don't do that to yourself. It has to be slow. All right. We have to implement it slow. You could probably add around 5 grams of fiber per week. So walk your way up to that goal. Make sure also that you're getting plenty of water. Because if you're getting your fiber and you're not getting your water, you're going to call me up, you're going to be angry with me and all this stuff. So make sure you're getting plenty of water, all right? Or that's going to cause you constipation, bloating, and gas and all that stuff as well. But here's another thing with fiber. It feeds your good gut bacteria. Your good gut bacteria is about 70% of your immune system. Did you know that? And when you eat that fiber, it's starving out the bad gut bacteria. Your gut is like a garden, and healthy fiber is like a fertilizer. And the good gut bacteria, they feed on fiber. And the bad gut bacteria, they feed on sugar, they feed on alcohol. Ugh. Let's not talk about our weekends. Sugar and alcohol and processed junk. That's what the bad bacteria, that's what they eat. And so when the good ones are thriving, our digestion improves, our bloating that we deal with, it decreases, our inflammation drops. Inflammation can be things like our joints are aching, our nutrients get absorbed. Some of you have issues with absorbing your nutrients of your food. Fiber helps you with that. Our metabolism works better. Ladies, this is not woo-woo stuff. This is real biology. This is real stuff. And your gut, it's ground zero for your results, your weight loss goal, even. But it goes much deeper than that. This fiber, it will boost your immune system. And like I said earlier, at least scientists say 70% of your immune system lives inside your gut. And if your gut bacteria are off because your fiber is low, you get sick more often. You take longer to recover. Your inflammation increases. Autoimmune diseases, they flare. Even your mood and your mental focus take a hit. And that's especially true with people with autoimmune diseases, thyroid dysfunction, or maybe you just feel like I'm always tired, my system's always dragging. Fiber literally feeds the part of your body that protects you. It helps lower your cholesterol. It protects your heart. It brings down your LDL cholesterol. You know, low fiber is tied to colon cancer, heart disease, obesity, diabetes, hormone disorders, metabolic syndrome. Fiber isn't just nice to have. It's a protect your life nutrient. All right? We got to do it. We've got to make it happen. So here's the thing. Getting your protein in, getting all these macronutrients, getting them in balanced, it's hard. That's why at Bod Babes, we got to take it one step at a time. But listen to me. Some of you are stuck. You're stuck on your protein. You're stuck on step 1. I got to get you unstuck. 30 grams of protein every single meal. Look at your breakfast. Go back to your tracking. That's what it's for. I had several ladies today. I said, listen to me. Your breakfast is 15 grams of protein. Well, I don't know why I can't hit my protein goal. Well, your breakfast every day is 15 grams of protein. You're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. If your protein is not 30 grams, you're going to be short at the end of the day if you're only eating 4 times. You're already starting your day out 15 grams short. So you got to start with breakfast. One of them said, "Well, I'm too busy, and you know how I feel about protein drinks, but it's okay. It's better than not getting your protein in." She says, "I'm too busy, and I just drink a protein shake." I looked back and I said, "Your protein shake is 15 grams of protein, and you wonder why you're not hitting it. Go back and it'd be this simple. Trade it out for a different protein drink." Just look back. Look at your habits. And if those habits are causing you to fail, it's time to change. And she said this. She said, "I want you to hear my heart. And I want you to hear my heart. With all of my heart, I say this." She said, "Well, you have a recipe with a protein shake that has blackberries in it and things. And I'm so busy in the morning. I've got like 45 minutes after I get the kids to the bus to get to work." And she said, "I know I need to get up earlier." And I'm saying this to you guys because I want you to hear my heart. This is your health. This is your life. It breaks my heart to hear that. Well, I have time for in the morning is a protein shake. I don't even have time to put the blackberries in it and put it in the blender. Come on now. This is your health. Your body is the only vehicle you cannot trade in. You can trade in your car. This is the only one you get to ride in that you don't get to trade in. You got to take care of it. I'm trying not to cuss because I love Jesus. I cuss a little bit. But man, that makes me upset that, we don't even have time to put some blueberries in a blender in our shake to get some fiber. I want you ladies to fight for yourself. We've made all the excuses. We have many company owners here. We have doctors as clients right here. We've got more nurses probably than any other profession right here at Bod Babes as clients. A huge percentage of clients at Bod Babes are in the health industry. And we don't have time to take care of our bodies. Are you kidding me? I understand nursing. I've worked with so many nurses, I understand what your schedule can be like. And I will tell you, I understand. I've had to talk to nurses and say, put a protein bar in your pocket and eat it while you're walking down the hallway. Because some of them don't even get a lunch break. And it's sad that our health industry is that way. But we've got to do what we've got to do. Even if we're a nurse and we're working those kind of hours, we cannot make an excuse not to put some fuel in our bodies. It's time for us to step up to the plate. We can preach about health and what people ought to do, but it's so funny. We're on the other side of the pen or the other side of the table, and we're not doing it. And that's sad. We got to take care of ourselves. Let's make this a priority. Let's make getting our protein in a priority. Whether you want to change your body, the look of your physique or not, you need protein. You can go low carb and live. You can go low fat and live. It's going to jack your hormones up, but you can live. But protein is an essential. If you're not supporting your body with protein, you're in trouble. You will not heal correctly. Same with fiber. You've got to have it. We're learning more and more about those good gut bacteria and the bad ones. Right now, like I said, all those chronic diseases I just named earlier can lead back to our fiber intake. And yet we think that it's just to help us go poo. It's not. It's important for your health. It's important for your immune system. Without that fiber, your immune system drops. That is one of the reasons why, in my opinion, and according to science, we are so sick in the United States of America. And we've got to change it. That's just one of the reasons, not to mention chemicals and all the stuff that we're doing to what we call food. All right? So I want you to get to your goals, but I also want you to live strong and be healthy and get there and just rebuild your confidence. I want you to glow. I want you to be proud that you're the exception and not the norm. I want you to be proud that you're exceptional and you're not the norm. You're striving for something bigger and better than the average American woman that is 40, 50, 60, 70 years old. And that's a beautiful thing. That doesn't make you odd, that makes you beautiful. Yeah, it makes you a little odd, but sometimes that kind of odd is beautiful. You're not average. You ladies are reaching for something different, something bigger, something better. You're calling yourself up to a different level. That's something to be proud of. But it's also something to dig into and say, you know what? I've been making excuses. When did it become okay to say that our health is optional? Because, see, we don't think we're saying that, but when we don't have time to feed our bodies, what are we truly saying? How long do you think your car will go if you don't change out the oil? How long do you think? Are you going to risk it? Some people do. Some people end up with no car, right? But it's good until it's not. That's how it is. Why do we wait until the red light comes on? Oh my God, you feeling urgent to go get some gas. Boy, that would be me. I am urgently in need of gas. Do that to my car. Why do we do that to our bodies? We can get a new car. You can let the engine just burn up because you didn't change the oil. And you can let the car sit on the side of the road because you didn't put any gas in it. And the tires rot off. You can do that. And people do it all the time. But people do it all the time to their bodies too. And we just act like I'm just too busy. I just don't have the time. It's just too much for me to figure out. No, it's just foundational. And we've never been taught it. And it means we got to change all of our habits. And that sucks. Changing our habits suck. It's hard. It's hard to be exceptional because you are the exception. But that's what it looks like. It requires something different of you than just coasting through and just making excuses. It requires you to step up to the plate. Put yourself in a place where it's time for change. One of the things that we always want to say, how do you stay motivated, Allie? Allie is not motivated. Motivation is the biggest bitch I ever met. She will stab you in the back when you need her most. She is not your friend. If you're waiting on motivation, honey, she ain't coming to save you. She's not. And if she might save you for a minute, she's going to turn her back and run. You know what works? Motivation does not. Discipline. Discipline is hard, but it brings a reward. Oh my gosh. One more thing before I go. I always say it. What does Allie say about hard? How many of them do you have? You got two hards, right? You can stay right where you are and be upset about it and not change it and just go on coast and use every reason why you can't. Many people do. Some of them are in wheelchairs. Some of them are sick in beds in hospitals. They have every reason why they couldn't. And that's where it got them. That's hard. And maybe you don't have your red light on yet. Maybe the doctor hasn't said to you, hey, you need to change something. But I will tell you this. Staying right there and not being happy with where you are with your physique, that's hard. Getting up to do something about it, that's hard. Both are hard. You get to choose. You get to choose. which hard you're going to take. But I will tell you this, learning about your nutrition, getting that fiber in, understanding, moving your body, getting stronger, that's hard. You got to change your habits. It sucks. Tracking your food stinks. It's going to teach you so much. It stinks, but it's hard, right? But I will tell you this, it will get you to a place where you're glowing, you're strong, you're healthy, you're living your best life. Mentally, you start changing. Your confidence comes back. That hard has a payoff, and you get to choose which one it is. Fight for yourself. Quit making excuses, and let's get this thing done.